Joe Patillo, and once more, let us go into the breach. Donald Trump is going to wreck the drug cartels that are sending fentanyl and heroin across our border, that this administration doesn't seem to want to do anything about, that's colluding with China to do this, to hurt us, to damage us. I mean, why is it that the American people won't wake up to what's going on here? That when you see your neighbors dying in the street from fentanyl and you say, well, how is it that we're not doing anything about this? And not listen to the doublespeak that's coming out of this administration, whether it's Biden, whether it's Kamala, and the way they try to frame these things when they lie with every breath that they can muster. You know, if there's one thing I miss about Donald Trump, it's plain speaking. So let's hear some.
That's taking place. The drug cartels are waging war in America, and it's now time for America to wage war on the cartels.
Did you catch that? Wage war on the cartels, and not in some abstract way. Really wage war against the cartels.
In this war, Joe Biden has sided against the United States and with the cartels. They are making more money than they've ever made before, times 10. There's never been anything like it. They're major companies. They're bigger than even some of our biggest companies. Biden's open border policies are a deadly betrayal of our nation. When I am president, it will be the policy of the United States to take down the cartels, just as we took down ISIS and the ISIS caliphate, and just as, unlike the situation we're in today, we had a very strong border, the strongest border, in fact, in the history of our country.
And that's a fact. And another fact is this: when you take out a group like ISIS, or I don't know how you could be wrong in describing the cartels as terrorists. That's what they are. All right. At the end of the day, they're gangsters. They're terrorists. I mean, there's a lot of names you could say. One thing you do know is this, and I don't say this lightly because I don't like the idea of having to actually use guns and bullets. Okay. But these cartels, they're wrecking American lives. They're killing kids, okay, by shipping this stuff. Now, there is a demand problem in this country. And that's another thing that we have to address. But the supply problem is a problem also. And the left always wants to deny the supply problem. Oh, the problem is the demand problem. Well, it's also the supply. If the stuff ain't here, you ain't going to have a demand. Okay, so it kind of works both ways. So the supply is coming in because Joe Biden and this administration, if you even want to call it an administration, okay, because an administration administers things. These guys do nothing, all right? We do have an open border. We have 2 million immigrants, illegals coming into this country. Okay, you got drugs flowing across the border with collusion with China from the cartels. These people need to die. I hate to say it like that. I'm a Catholic man. I don't want to see anybody die, but they're waging war against us. So how is it that we sit on our hands and not wage war against them? I mean, this is just plain as the nose on your face. Isn't this something that you have to do? Listen, there comes a point when somebody keeps punching you in the face that you're going to have to punch back. And these cartels have been punching us in the face for a very long time. And the only time we had a bit of a reprieve was when that guy was president. Now we have this guy as our so-called president and his wonderful vice president, and Mayorkas, who's a joke. I mean, that guy really is. He says, he tells the senators, I'm insulted. I'm not even going to dignify that when they say you should resign. He should resign. He should. So you wonder if Americans are going to get it through their heads. This administration is going to do nothing that's going to benefit you as an American. All you blue-collar Democrats out there, okay? Why on earth would you vote for Joe Biden? Here's a guy who actually tried to do something to save your jobs, to protect your wages, to stand up against China, to undo NAFTA. Here's the guy that tried to help you. Why don't you try to help him a little bit? Because he's actually on your side. And this administration and their party, the Democrat Party, is absolutely not on your side.